My store's in a town of 500 people, so I have a limited market base there. So doing gun shows allows me to broaden my clientele base and reach customers that I probably wouldn't normally be able to sell my product to. And it's a nice little trip up here, a nice town, and it's nice to talk to people and see people that are interested in what I do, and make a lot of connections that way. So.
Yeah, gun shows, they're a good place for me to interact with the public. I don't have a storefront. I work out of my house. So this is my best opportunity to get in touch with the public, get my product out there, get my name out there to increase my business.
So for starters, you need to, if you don't have one, you need to get your possession acquisition license, commonly referred to as a PAL. And there's two steps in that license. There's a non-restricted, which is your basic hunting rifles, shotguns, and then you can get a restricted endorsement on it, which is your restricted firearms such as handguns, ARs, M4s, semi-automatic rifles like that, target stuff.
The first step is to fill out the ATF's 4473 form, which is a background check for the ATF FBI. After that, I take the form, I double check to make sure they filled out all the blanks, and then I enter the information into my computer, which is hooked up to the FBI database, and then we get a response back.
So what you have to do to get that, find a certified instructor, and it's an 8-hour or 1-day course with an exam, and there's a practical part of the exam, so they know you know how to handle a firearm. Sure, somebody can write a test, but if they don't know what they're doing, then so that's a good part of it. So then once that's done, you send everything into the Canadian Firearms program out in Eastern Canada, and they review your file. They'll do some sort of background checking. I don't know exactly what their process entails in background checks and stuff like that. And then they approve or disapprove it. And when it's approved, you'll receive a card like a driver's license back in the mail. And then once you have that, then you're licensed by the federal government to purchase firearms.
Federal firearms license holders, they have to fill out this paperwork or we'll get our license revoked. Private party sales, yes, there's guidelines that they're supposed to follow. And if they get caught not following those laws, then they can get in trouble. So if and the ATF agents do go through these gun shows, and they do look for both federal firearms license holders and private sales. And if they find you not complying with the laws, then they will hold you accountable. But I know that there are private party sales out there that do not follow the laws that they should be following.
And even in the gun show itself?
Even in the gun show itself, yes.
And so if you were walking this door with your pal and wanted to purchase this firearm, we take your pal, and I take your information, name, number, all that off your pal, put it on the receipt, along with all the information of the firearm, the make, model, serial number, caliber, and all that goes on the invoice as well. You can't leave a gun show without a proper receipt as well, with the serial number of the firearm to prove to the people running the show. And then I keep my invoice books on file, and I actually enter them into my computer system when I get home. And that stays on record. It's not something I'm required to do, but if there's ever a situation where I get questioned, at least I can go back and figure out where maybe a mistake was made or what happened or how something went wrong.
I have a passion for firearms. I was a firearms instructor. I've always enjoyed shooting. I really enjoy teaching people how to shoot and teaching people about firearm safety. And that's one of the biggest things I stress to people is if you don't know how to handle a weapon, don't buy a weapon.